What if I told you there is a place on Earth where mountains seem to float among the clouds, where colorful hills look as though they were painted by the hands of nature itself, where ancient temples cling to impossible cliffs, and where one of humanity's greatest engineering achievements stretches farther than the eye can see? What if I told you that this extraordinary place isn't a fantasy world, a Hollywood movie set, or a scene created with computer-generated effects? It is real. And today, you're about to experience it like never before. Welcome to China, a land of breathtaking contrasts, timeless traditions, astonishing landscapes, and mysteries that have captivated explorers for thousands of years. For more than 5,000 years, China has stood as one of the world's oldest continuous civilizations. Empires have risen and fallen here. Philosophers have changed the course of human thought. Great inventors introduced discoveries that transformed the world forever. Yet despite its incredible history and global influence, much of China's true beauty remains hidden beyond the destinations most people already know. When people hear the word China, they often imagine the Great Wall winding across rugged mountains, the magnificent Forbidden City in Beijing, or the dazzling skylines of Shanghai filled with futuristic skyscrapers. But what if I told you that's only the first page of an endless story? Beyond the famous landmarks lies another China, a China few travelers ever get the chance to discover. A land where ancient villages rest peacefully beneath mist-covered mountains, where crystal-clear lakes reflect snow-capped peaks like giant mirrors, where sacred temples have welcomed pilgrims for more than 1,000 years, where rivers carve through dramatic canyons untouched by time, and where nature has created landscapes so surreal that they seem to belong on another planet. Imagine standing on the edge of a mountain as an endless sea of clouds slowly drifts beneath your feet. Imagine walking across a glass bridge suspended hundreds of meters above a breathtaking canyon. Imagine watching the first rays of sunrise illuminate golden temples that have silently witnessed centuries of history. Imagine exploring forests where towering sandstone pillars disappear into the mist, creating a landscape so extraordinary that it inspired one of Hollywood's most iconic fantasy worlds. Every destination in China tells a story. Some tell stories of mighty emperors who ruled vast kingdoms. Others whisper ancient legends, passed from one generation to the next. Some reveal the remarkable achievements of people who built wonders without modern technology. And others remind us that nature itself is the greatest artist the world has ever known. But China's greatest treasure isn't simply found in its monuments or landscapes. It's found in the perfect harmony between history, culture, mythology, and nature. Here, every mountain carries spiritual significance. Every river has inspired poets. Every ancient path has been walked by monks, merchants, warriors, and travelers seeking wisdom, fortune, or enlightenment. Even today, countless mysteries remain unsolved. How were some of these incredible structures built hundreds, or even thousands of years ago? Why were sacred temples constructed on cliffs that seem impossible to reach? What secrets still lie hidden beneath ancient cities and forgotten ruins? And how has this remarkable civilization preserved its traditions through thousands of years of change? These questions continue to fascinate historians, archaeologists, scientists, and travelers from every corner of the world. Yet perhaps the greatest mystery of all is this: how can one country contain so many extraordinary wonders that millions of people have never even heard of? Today, we're setting out to answer that question. Together, we'll journey across soaring mountains, hidden valleys, ancient cities, sacred temples, colorful geological wonders, peaceful lakes, breathtaking national parks, and legendary landmarks that have shaped history itself. Some of these places will leave you speechless because of their beauty. Others will amaze you with their incredible history. And a few may completely change the way you see the world. So before our unforgettable adventure begins, we have a question for you. If you could visit just one destination in China, where would you go first? Would you choose the legendary Great Wall, the mysterious mountains that seem to float among the clouds, a peaceful ancient village untouched by modern life, or one of China's hidden natural wonders that almost no one talks about? Leave your answer in the comments below, because we genuinely love to hear which destination has captured your imagination. Now, sit back, relax, and prepare yourself for a journey unlike any other. Because what you're about to witness is far more than a collection of beautiful places. It's the story of one of humanity's greatest civilizations. A land where every mountain holds a legend, every stone remembers history, and every sunrise reveals another breathtaking wonder waiting to be discovered. Our adventure begins now. But before we visit these incredible places, take a moment to imagine something almost impossible. Imagine waking up before sunrise, standing high above the clouds as the first golden light slowly spreads across endless mountain peaks. A cool breeze carries the scent of ancient forests, while distant temple bells echo through the valleys below. The only sound is nature itself, a reminder that some places on Earth have remained almost unchanged for centuries. This is the China that few people ever get to experience. A China that cannot be understood through photographs alone. A China whose true beauty can only be appreciated by exploring its hidden landscapes, listening to its ancient stories, and witnessing the remarkable harmony between nature and civilization. Every year, millions of visitors travel here expecting to see famous landmarks. They arrive hoping to walk along the Great Wall, explore magnificent imperial palaces, and experience the vibrant energy of modern Chinese cities. But somewhere along their journey, something unexpected happens. They discover places they had never heard of. Places so breathtaking that they quickly become the highlight of their entire trip. Hidden valleys where waterfalls tumble through untouched forests. Towering mountains wrapped in clouds that have inspired poets and painters for over 1,000 years. Ancient towns where narrow stone streets, traditional wooden houses, and peaceful rivers preserve a way of life that has almost disappeared from the modern world. Every destination feels like stepping into another chapter of an endless story. Some stories are filled with triumph. Others are shaped by sacrifice. Many are surrounded by myths that have been passed from generation to generation for centuries. According to ancient legends, gods descended from the heavens onto sacred mountains. Immortals wandered through hidden valleys, searching for eternal wisdom. Dragons guarded rivers and lakes believed to possess magical powers. Whether these legends are true or not, one thing is certain: they continue to add an unforgettable sense of mystery to China's breathtaking landscapes. Yet nature is only half of the story. China is also home to extraordinary human achievements that continue to amaze historians and engineers even today. Imagine building enormous walls across mountains without modern machinery. Imagine constructing magnificent palaces with thousands of beautifully carved wooden structures that have survived wars, earthquakes, and centuries of changing dynasties. Imagine creating temples balanced on cliffs where every stone had to be carried by hand. Even now, experts continue studying many of these masterpieces, asking the same question: how is all of this possible? The answers reveal something remarkable: patience, vision, ingenuity, and an unwavering determination to create something that would outlive generations. Perhaps that's why China's greatest wonders aren't simply tourist attractions. They are living symbols of human imagination, perseverance, and creativity. As our journey unfolds, we'll travel from icy northern landscapes to lush southern valleys. We'll explore colorful geological formations created over millions of years. We'll stand beside peaceful lakes reflecting towering snow-covered mountains. We'll wander through ancient streets where history feels alive with every step. We'll visit sacred temples where monks still practice traditions that began more than 1,000 years ago. And we'll uncover hidden places so extraordinary that you'll wonder why they aren't known around the world. Each destination has been carefully chosen, not only for its beauty, but for the incredible stories hidden behind it. Because every mountain has a history. Every river has witnessed countless generations. Every ancient building has survived challenges that seemed impossible to overcome. And every breathtaking landscape reminds us how extraordinary our world truly is. So as we begin this unforgettable expedition across one of Earth's oldest civilizations, our very first destination is also one of humanity's greatest achievements. A monument so vast that it stretches across mountains, deserts, and valleys for thousands of miles. A structure built over centuries by countless hands. A symbol recognized across the globe. But despite its worldwide fame, very few people know the incredible stories, fascinating legends, and astonishing engineering hidden behind its ancient stones. Our journey begins with the legendary Great Wall of China. For centuries, the Great Wall has stood as one of humanity's greatest achievements, a symbol of determination, endurance, and the extraordinary vision of an ancient civilization. But as incredible as this monument is, it marks only the beginning of our journey. Because beyond these ancient stones lies a China that becomes even more breathtaking with every mile we travel. The farther we venture, the more the familiar disappears. Towering mountain ranges replace crowded cities. Ancient forests swallow the sounds of the modern world. Crystal-clear rivers carve their way through deep valleys where time itself seems to have slowed. It is here that China reveals its greatest secret. Its true beauty isn't found in just one landmark. It is found in the incredible diversity of landscapes that stretch across this enormous nation. Imagine traveling thousands of kilometers and feeling as though you've entered an entirely different country every few hours. One moment, you're surrounded by snow-covered peaks reaching toward the heavens. The next, you're walking through lush bamboo forests filled with birdsong. Soon after, colorful sandstone mountains rise from the earth like giant works of art, while ancient villages quietly rest beside peaceful rivers exactly as they have for centuries. This remarkable diversity is what makes China unlike anywhere else on Earth. Every province offers a completely different story. Every region has its own traditions, architecture, cuisine, language, and legends. It's almost as if dozens of worlds exist within one nation. But among all these extraordinary places, there are a few that seem almost impossible to believe. Places where nature ignored every rule. Places where mountains rise like giant stone pillars into the clouds. Places where lakes shimmer in shades of turquoise, so vivid they appear unreal. Places where waterfalls pour endlessly through untouched forests, creating scenes that feel more like dreams than reality. Some visitors have described these places as heaven on earth. Others believe they possess a spiritual energy unlike anywhere else. And once you see them, you'll understand exactly why. Our journey now takes us deep into the heart of Sichuan province, where one of China's most magical landscapes has fascinated travelers, photographers, and scientists alike. Hidden among snow-covered mountains lies a valley unlike any other. A place where crystal-clear lakes sparkle in dozens of shades of blue, green, and turquoise. Where waterfalls cascade through ancient forests. Where autumn transforms the landscape into an explosion of golden, crimson, and emerald colors. And where local legends tell a story so beautiful that it has been passed down for generations. According to legend, a celestial goddess once owned a magical mirror of extraordinary beauty. One day, the mirror slipped from her hands and shattered into hundreds of glittering pieces across the mountains below. Those fragments became the valley's breathtaking lakes, each reflecting the sky with astonishing clarity. Whether myth or reality, standing here makes it easy to believe such stories. This is Jiuzhegu Valley, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, often called one of the most beautiful places in Asia. Its lakes are so incredibly clear that fallen trees resting beneath the water, remain visible decades later. Its forests shelter rare wildlife, including giant pandas and golden snub-nosed monkeys. Its waterfalls thunder through peaceful valleys, while snow-capped peaks watch silently from above. Every season transforms Jiuzhaigou into an entirely different masterpiece. Spring awakens fresh greenery and blooming flowers. Summer fills the forests with vibrant life. Autumn paints every hillside with brilliant shades of gold and red. Winter blankets the valley in snow, turning it into a frozen fairy tale. Yet astonishingly, this is still only one destination among dozens of natural wonders waiting ahead. Because our adventure has only just begun. Soon we'll leave these crystal waters behind and travel to a landscape so surreal that millions of people around the world first believed it existed only in fiction. A place where thousands of gigantic sandstone pillars rise through the mist like floating islands suspended in the sky. A place that inspired one of the highest-grossing films in cinematic history. A place where nature created a masterpiece over hundreds of millions of years. Get ready, because our next destination will make you question whether you're still on Earth. Welcome to the extraordinary world of Zhangjiajie National Forest Park.